N'ụbọchị tata anyị na-achọ ịkọwa ihe gbasara seasoning ka a na-ada afụ anya ọ na-enwere onye ma maka ya. The unseen season. Yes, that unseen season. Ka anyị na-achọ ịkọwa maka ya n'ụbọchị taa. Ụtụtụ ọma, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're watching us from at this time. Ọ ka bụkwa onye nke gị bụ Eze Dibia, onye ụka mmadụ Nwachiyameleze. The chief priest of Nwachiyameleze Ọdịnala Spiritual Consciousness Movement na-ewetara gị ozi ọma ọdịnala na mgbawa. Ọdịnala bụ ụzọ nwere onwe, ọdịnala bụ ụzọ eziokwu. Ọdịnala abụrụ ịgwọ ọgwụ, ọ bụrụ ime nshi, ọ bụrụ oke ite. Yes, ọdịnala bụ ụzọ nwere onwe, ụzọ ịwalite ike nke dị n'ime gị, ma gbasakwa ụzọ ịkwanyere Chukwu Okike Abịama ekekere eluigwe ka ana ugwu. And all your spiritual consults, making peace and harmonizing with them. Ọ ya bụ ọdịnala. Ọdịnala bụ ọkpụ tọrọ ọkpụ, ihe dịbụ adị before anyị abịa ụwa. Ọ dị iche na omenala. Omenala bụ ka obodo si eme ọ ndị si eme. Yes, dịka ka esi alụ nwaanyị na Ezumere nwere ike ọ dịrị iche na ka esi alụ nwaanyị na Nnewi. Ọ ya bụ omenala. Mana ọdịnala bụ ka ọ dụ, enweghị mgbanwe. Yes, omenala nwere ike gbanwee ya, nwere ike ọ dịrụzi ndị obodo mma asị ka agbanwee ya. So mana ọdịnala bụ ịma mgbanwe ọnwa, ịma mgbanwe anyanwụ, ịma mgbanwe ikuku, ịma mgbanwe ala, ịma mgbanwe mmiri, ịma mgbanwe kpakpando, otu a ka ọ dị. Ịma mgbanwe mmiri ozuzo, ọ bụ anyanwụ ọchịcha, ịma mgbanwe the planting season or the harvest season. Ihe a dịbụ ka ọ dị before anyị abịa ụwa. So anyị chọrọ ikwu maka the unseen season. Kedu ihe bụ the unseen season? What is the unseen season? Achọrọ m ijụtụ ihe dịka nwa a na-ebu n'afọ were nye nkọwa. That is the embryo, the fetus in the womb. Ana m achọ ka anyị ghọta na that before nwaanyị amalụdị na ya nwa dị ime, nwa abago n'afọ nwaanyị before nwaanyị amalụ na ọ dị ime. Yes. Mmụọ na-abịa ụwa before enwe fertilization. Ihe a na-akpọ na nwoke na nwaanyị nwere mmekọ, abịa nwee the sperm and the ovary come together, and then there that results to fertilization, and then enwe ihe akpọrọ zygote, and from zygote to fetus, and from fetus to a child. That kind of formation according to biology. But spiritually, that spirit that is coming into life takes effect before ever that which is called fertilization takes place. Science doesn't know that. Yes. Enwere ya na-akpọ 12 days. Izu atọ dịka n'omenala Igbo. Yes, according to Igbo cosmology, there is 12 days. 12 is a great number. That is why in the Bible, you now know the 12 tribes of Israel. You now know the 12 stones. That is the foundation of the Holy Temple. You now know the 12 foundation of the Holy City, according to the book of Revelation. 12 is a spiritual number. In mathematics, I think 12 will be the number of bundle. Now, what is 12? Mmụọ na-abata na ndụ ezi ọ na-abịa dịka nwa na-amụ amụ before nwoke na nwaanyị enwe mmekọ. 12 days before nwoke na nwaanyị enwe mmekọ, mmụọ ha na-abịa ụwa anọrọgo n'ezi anwụ. And ka mmụọ ha na-abịa ụwa batagoro n'ezi anwụ, ọ ya ga-result zi na nwoke na nwaanyị ebe ahụ ọ chọrọ ịlụ ụwa, nwoke na nwaanyị ahụ nweghakwa na mmekọ, the next thing nwaanyị ahụ adị ime. Mana mgbe nwaanyị ahụ adịrị ime, nwaanyị amarụ dị na ọ dị ime, dọkịta amarụ na nwaanyị adịghị ime, nwoke na nwaanyị di ya amarụ na ọ dị ime, enwere onye ma na ọ dịghị ime, onwere onye na mmụọ abago n'ime ahụ nwaanyị a. Then after another 12 days. Then or result to ogosizie sign nke ya weta aka the 14th day bụ 12. Then ọ bụrụ na ije gozie lab, mezie lab microscopically through blood achọpụta that na nwaanyị a ọ dịzi ime, ihe akpọrọ positive. Efere lab a na-eme is a spiritual consultation, scientific spiritual consultation. Or you have microscope laboratory. And all fact of divination. Yes, it's a scientific divination. Of a way the white made divining. The instrument and the made the divine, but that microscope. They can dibia fire achirogwe or were green or were akpa, then were na-achọ ịmata ihe na-eme na ndụ mmadụ, ọ na nwaanyị ọ dị ime, ọ onye ọ bụ onye ọya alụ alụ, ọ onye abụ onye lọrọ ụwa, and all of that. Achirogwe wee na-echeki ha na-eji okwe nke ha bụ microscope. Then and blood, manakwa na blood bụ a spirit. That is why in the Bible Chukwu ji gwa Moses that the Israel should not eat animal that died because the blood is still in it. And as signable blood, he said the life of that animal is in the blood. Akwa ọbara gwụ mmadụ na-ahụ asị na onye ahụ nwụọ or na onye ahụ ma survive. Blood is a spiritual thing. It's not just as you see it. That's why if blood comes out in the physical, it will block. But inside, as it's inside, it will be flowing like water. But no water or block or coagulate. Blood is a spirit. So, manena afia deka mini obogene, mini is a spirit. Ina afia odeki ikuku obogene, ikuku spirit. So, the unseen deka mgbe nwa mmụọ batara n'afọ nwaanyị, ọ batara n'ezinụlọ 12 days before nwoke na nwaanyị emekọ, mmụọ ọbụla na-alụ ụwa n'ezi ahụ, ọ nwoke ọ bụ mmụọ nwoke ọ bụ mmụọ nwaanyị, abatago na data ezi 12 days before nwoke na nwaanyị ahụ emekọ, ọ bịago ebe ahụ na-akpagharị na-enegharị anya 12 days. Ọ cross go ọkalete n'ala mmụọ. Nwere mmụọ. The gateway between life and death is called Akalete Gate. So, ọ bụrụ that na mmadụ na-abịa ụwa, ọ ya ebu ụzọ rute Akalete. Na Akalete ka a na-eyiri ọnụ arụ a na-akpọ a na-eyiri dịka uwe. Ọ wee efe ka ọ bụ na Akalete. It's not body. Ọ bụrụ is ọnụ arụ. Mana ọ dị ka efe a na-eyiri eyiri. That's why ọ na-eme mgbanwe. And ọ ya bụ ihe na-anwụ anwụ, ọ wee efe na aka efe gị ka ọ dịrịzi mma, iwere emewere akwa ya na-efechazi ana. That is why mmadụ ọnụ arụ nwụọ emepe ana weghachikwa ya ebe ahụ, ọ nachi ya kwa ebe o si wee bịa. Ọ bụ ọnụ arụ bụ ihe bụ ihe na-anwụ anwụ. Mmadụ adịghị anwụ anwụ. Mma nke ndụ adịghị anwụ anwụ. Mma ndụ abụghị ọnụ arụ. Mma ndụ bụ mmụọ nke yiri ọnụ arụ dịka uwe, ọ dịka efe. So, irute na Ọkalete, ị choose the kind of cloth ị chọrọ iyi wele bịawa dịka ọnụ arụ. Ị choose ihe niile ya choose wele bịawa. Then 12 days before nwoke na nwoke ị na-abịara ụwa, ọ na-abịara ụwa, mmụọ na-abịara ụwa, enwe mmekọ, mmụọ ahụ erutego ebe onye ahụ ọ chọrọ ịlọrọ ụwa, na ebe ọbụla obi, ebe ọbụla ọ nọzi ebe ahụ na-akpagharị. That is why nwaanyị ahụ na-arọzi nrọ, ọ na-arọta ebe ọ bịara dịrị ime, ọ ebe oku nwa n'aka, ọ ebe a na-agwa ya okwu maka nwa, ọ nke nwa nrọ niile a bụ na mmụọ ahụ nọrọ go around. Then o nwezie mmekọ, mmụọ ahụ baa ya ime. Mmụọ ahụ bazie ya ime. So ị ama na sperm is a spirit, egg is a spirit. Those things are blood. Sperm is blood, egg is blood. So more ye season at those spirits medium we basie mmadu na ho nwanya ahụ adịrị ime ọ dịrịzie 12 days later mmụọ ahụ take form of that woman and that man na grows inside then ka ọ na grows 14 days later a notice na ọ dị ime. This is the unseen season of human life, and when this is happening, then another 12 days in the front after the 14th day, Bakoya now, and we'll go 36 days. 36 days. Now, after the 36 days, which will be around 1 month, 1 month and 4 days. 1 month and 4 days. Around that time, it will now be clear with all signs that the woman is pregnant. Scientifically, it will not be discovered when the particular day gone that the woman get pregnant. No doctor can tell you the day. Even though they use the LOMP, the last menstrual period of a woman, to check the date of the pregnancy, you can't discover that particular day because how we hear more can amen. So no doctor can tell you the particular day a woman get pregnant, and nobody can tell you the particular day because all more can go. It's like air. You cannot a man who breeze and you can't see breeze, but you can hear the sound. Or you hear more cover. Possible. So, be that as it may, now when it is discovered, the first 3 months seems as a delicate time because nobody knows what is happening within that woman. And the woman herself cannot really tell what is happening at the first 3 months of her pregnancy. The doctors scientifically call it the first trimester of the pregnancy. The first trimester of the pregnancy, that is the first 3 months. And that first 3 months is very, very delicate. Either that obanje will stay or that obanje will not stay. Is determined within that particular first 3 months. That's why you know miscarriage. That's why you know up, ime apugo, upugo. That is why the advice I within the first trimester, that during that time be happy, because na more na BJ for that na obi win on makibo na onwe ko sede either na more get take you on ma will they continue with you or decide they assemble obureba na wiwe ke na abia the next thing or return or back. So to be happy is key to every good things of life. Then from that first trimester, bagozie the ninth month. Mambe nwa tinyere aka, mambe o mere anya, mambe o mere ntị, mambe o mere aka, mambe o mere ihe niile. No doctor can tell. No human being can tell. This is the unseen season of human development. So during all this period, nobody knows what kind of person this person is going to be, what type of human being is going to be, what kind of person is going to, what kind of character that is. But it has all been programmed within the womb of the woman. So when you look at it, you will realize that the unseen is what holds everything that you will ever become in this life, because it's during the unseen that who you are, what you are coming to do, your purpose in life, your destiny, it is during that period that everything will be aligned and will be put in place. And when you come into life, you will now begin to find the way through the unseen on how to go about it. That is why those who do not try to ask or to know what their spiritual condition holds will not know how to go in the physical, because the spiritual controls the physical. So the reality here still remains that the unseen season is very paramount and very important in every human life, because that is a spiritual season, the hidden season, the time that everything who you are, you're going to be a president, you're going to be a businessman, you're going to be a priest, you're going to be a wife, you're going to be this, you're not going to be that. Everything is programmed and aligned at that time and at that period of time in your life. So, during those times, nobody knows you. Nobody understands you, not even your father, not even your mother. Not your priest, not your pastor, not your prophet, nobody. So, but when you come to life, then that's when you start digging to know what your unseen season were, so that you can be able to make them manifest in the physical reality as your own seasons. So that is it. When you plant a corn, it is while the corn is in the ground that the corn will grow ear, grow the corn, grow the stem, grow the leaf, grow everything. It's inside the ground. But by the time it has finished all that and spring forth, all those leaves, all those corn, all those ear, all those things will now begin to spring out. Now, with the factors of life called nature, nature will now support what it carries inside already, because every seed holds its own seed. In every seed is another seed. Yes. So, if you plant one corn, when you now harvest, you are harvesting more than 100 seeds of corn in a comb of corn. Why? Because in that season, while the corn is in the ground, all of those seeds were being created. You don't create in the open. You don't create in the public. You create in the silence. And that is how it is in your life. When you are in this life, there is a time in your life that nobody knows you. And nobody even want to know you. Nobody is even talking about you. That is the unseen time of your own life. Don't worry that time, but use that time to prepare yourself. It's your preparatory time. It's your dying time. Use that time and die. Die to self. Die to flesh. Die to human opinion. Die to what people will say. Die to shy. Die to worries. Die to everything. Fear. Die to anxiety. Die to blame and comparisons. When you eliminate all these factors in your life, by the time you spring up and come out and people notice you, what people say will no longer bother you. But if you ignore your unseen season and you just jump out so that people will notice you or people will know you, when people start castigating you, condemning you, criticizing you, you will die. You will go down because you will begin to worry about what people say. Anybody who is worrying about what people say is because you did not manage your unseen season very well. When you are in the unseen season, is your preparatory stage. It's a time you plan your life. It's a time of planning. It's a time of planning. The unseen season is a time of planning. It's a time of calculation. It's a time of counting your steps and putting everything together. That is the unseen season. When you are praying, nobody knows. When you are eating, nobody knows. When you are crying, nobody knows. When you are reading, nobody knows. Whatever you do, nobody knows. When you borrow, nobody knows. Even if you make mistake, nobody notices your mistake. Those are your unseen season. It's a very important time in your life. It's a very special moment in your life. Don't be in a haste for people to know you. Don't be in a haste for people to notice you. Don't be in a haste to come out. Remain in the unseen until your esmes, your spiritual consults, your Holy Spirits, your God will now introduce you. Because after your preparatory stage, it becomes your demonstrative stage. When you will be introduced to the world, when somebody will notice you, your gift will begin to shine. Your talent will come out. When you do something, somebody will value it. When you speak, somebody will listen. When you act, somebody will appreciate it. But before that time, have you prepared yourself? Your unseen season is your preparatory time. Except a seed of corn falls down and dies, it abides alone. So, value your unseen season, and your unseen season will bless you. Think about it. All the time a child is in the womb is the time he develops hand, he develops eye. A child is not born, and that time he's born, that's when eyes is formed, or ears is formed, or teeth is formed, or hands are formed, or legs are formed. No. It's why he's in the water, but yet he's not drowned. The body of a human being is 70 to 80% water. Water is very important in your life. And that is why your unseen season is a season when it seems you are under the ocean, you are under the river, you are inside the ocean, you are inside the water, and you are covered, but you're not drowned. You're going through so many things, but you're not destroyed. You're perplexed, but you're not despair. So many troubles are happening in your life, but you're courageous enough, so determined, and never give up. You still believe and so optimistic that it shall be well. Ebilimini yanama, but later on it will stop. After the wave comes the rain, and after the rain comes the sunshine. During that time of your unseen season, the darkest hour, your shadow moments, those periods Christianity call your trying times, are you blaming somebody for it? Are you saying it's the devil that is causing it? Are you saying nobody is here to help you? Or are you trying to know what you will do and it will be well for you? Make your consultations. Make your divinations. Ask questions. Take good counsels. And you will know the way out. You and you alone is the way. No matter the obstacle you're going through, that your obstacle is the way for you. For where there is a will, there is a way. In the next video, we'll be speaking and talking about the sin season and how many ways it manifests. There is the sin season and the ways it manifests in the physical reality. This time you're using 090-178-18674. Aye, nyelogaka. Obole choka ba logafa. Ololo mo di chichi. This time you're using oni nwere ozi, I nwere okwu ajụjụ chọrọ ịjụ. This time you're using aye nyelogaka. Quality kan nke dị n'onwe gị. Harmonize ya gị na ndị mmụọ gị na ha so. Adoro gị na mma. Ya gazielu gị. Ise